One thing I love is the Trump cannot win compilations. And you'll have to check some of them out. But they go to who do you think is going to win? And then, was it Ann Coulter will say Donald Trump. And everyone laughs, and then they'll show other things. Donald Trump has no chance of winning. They'll go to the Nancy Pelosi clip. Donald Trump will never be president of the United States. And then you'll have, Rachel Maddow going, he's not going to win. Not going to win. And then they'll show people with the American, the map of the United States. And it'll be blue, 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 blue. And it'll be like, this is what Obama won. This is what Hillary's supposed to win. So I don't think it's going to go well for Trump these days. And they'll have, when Obama won, when Hillary won, and then it'll be blue, 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 blue. And then they'll have somebody on saying, there's about 100% chance that Hillary will win. I mean, there might be some toss-ups here. There might be some toss-ups there. But, and it is said with the smuggest faces. And you see people just, oh, gosh, darn it. Well, I mean, we're being unbiased, and there's no chance he'll win, and this is just the real news, and, yeah, it's just so sad, but I guess Hillary's gonna win because our first female president, Madam President, no way Trump, and then you start to see the stuff start to turn where people's pages, well, it's like, well, some people do it, some people don't like him, but Hillary's still going to win. And then they start showing Georgia, North Dakota. They start to show all the states coming in. And then a lot of the times they'll have the music go. And then you'll just see the pundits' faces. And it's hilarious. They're going, well, it's definitely going better for Trump, but tonight's not, still got a lot of other states to come in on, and, he'll have to win these, and you just start to see him win and go red state, and it is just so funny to see. And then they'll cut to some clips of him just going, winning. It is just too funny, because I think a lot of people felt left out in the election, and then it's the talk of, if you voted for him, it wasn't because you wanted stronger borders or you wanted a different economic policy, or maybe you felt a certain way for religious issues. It was that you're bigot, racist, sexist, homophobe, misogynist, this, that, xenophobe, you hate people, and if you disagree, you clearly hate that group. And I think people are tired of it because there's a lot of good people, conservative and liberal, who just aren't that way. And I think a lot of people are in the middle, don't really care, but they see what's going on, and they see, maybe not the depth of it, but they see how people are trying to control what they do and what they say, and a lot of the times it's too much. And were all these racists coming out of the woods? I don't think so. But you have to check out the videos. They're absolutely hilarious. There's so many of them. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them, it's just seeing him win. It doesn't get better than that. I think a lot of people were nervous when he won because it was, what are we getting? But at least people who have been following his actual work and not just what's been said on the news about, because if you watch the news, you'd think he's the worst president ever, but as far as things go, he's been a fairly decent president. So we'll have to see what comes up in the near future, but is he a good president? Is he a bad president? I don't think so. I think he's been fairly decent as far as, economics and as far as those things go, but it is just I could watch those videos for hours on end of him just, Donald Trump's not going to win. And then you gotta switch it up with some of between the Donald Trump cannot win and then just the funniest of Donald Trump or the Donald Trump comebacks. Those are just too funny. Only Rosie O'Donnell. And the hits on Jeb Bush or Marco Rubio. It's like, oh, you're high energy today. You're high energy. Those are pretty funny. He's a pretty comedic guy, and I think that's what some people like about him. I think people imagine conservatives, or not that Trump's kind of in his own class, but people with more conservative economic thoughts is more just dull and low energy. So it's kind of different to have a Trump in the Republican Party. It'll definitely be interesting to see who is his successor. But you got to check out the Trump Can't Win videos. They're all over YouTube. Check them out.